What is happening, guys? It is DannyLads1989. Welcome back to the Hereford United career. This is episode 6 and we are getting well on our way in the season. As you can see at the top of the table, only just 2 points clear. And last episode we had some really positive results. We got a 2-2 draw against Mansfield, a 1-0 win against Leyton Orient. We absolutely demolished Port Vale with the biggest win of the season. But we have Scunthorpe United at home. Today we also have Walsall away and we have Rochdale at home. Rochdale are in second, so obviously if we don't continue these positive results, we may not be at the top of the table at the end of this episode. I'm hoping that we will be, and with Kirk Wilson in the kind of form that he's in on the last episode you guys saw, I just want to get straight into the football. Edgar Street Ground, guys. We are at home and we are against Scunthorpe United. Like I said, we've been in great form. Kirk Wilson has been in great form. Morley has been in great form. We have had, I'd say, probably a dream start to League 2. I didn't think we would be up here fighting so early for the top of the table. I thought we'd, struggle and have a couple of draws and a couple of losses. But I underestimated this team. I remember saying in episode 1 and 2 that I didn't think this team or this squad would be strong enough. But as you know by our starting 11, you've got to know it quite well now, guys. We have a strong starting 11 now. So obviously, Wilson in goal, Savage and French at left back and right back. Those two have been brilliant so far. Cotcham, Watson at centre back positions. Dyson and Jeffrey in midfield. Morley in the cam position. Morley's on fire right now. Watkins and Jackson, both of them two have been brilliant so far. And Kirk Wilson has just come in and give us something a little bit different. So Scunthorpe United, let's go. Second, here's Kirk Wilson, over to Watkins. Watkins has turned really well, turned his man. Can we lift it up at the back post? Can't, it's blocked and out for a corner. Early corner here. We're going to look for French, as always. You guys know we scored 2 belting headers so far in this series, and it's cleared out to Dyson. Can Dyson try and run this back in? He can't. It's a good tackle by French and the chance has gone. Koch sends a lovely ball over to Savage, come inside to Dyson. Plenty of room in midfield here, so I'm going to utilise that space, and that's opened it up for French on this side. Go down the line to Watkins. Watkins has got in, got Wilson, trying to look for Wilson. He brings it down, and Wilson hits the bottom corner. That was a well-worked goal, and it's that man on the end of it again. There's Jeffrey. Going to try and get it forward to Wilson. Wilson's done well to hold that up. Fancy little footwork there. Runs it round the corner and straight into a defender. Ball is lofted forward by Scunthorpe. They've not really pressured our goal yet, to be honest. Only the one clear-cut chance in it, which is obviously the one we've scored. But just before half-time, they've got a chance here, and Watson deals with that very well. Just play this out till half-time, guys. Try and send that all the way over to Watkins, who's free on that side. French looks like he's going for the overlap. It's a good tackle by the defender. Watkins should have moved it a lot quicker though. I was waiting for French to make that run. And there goes half-time. 1-0 Hereford. Second half here, guys, and we've had most of the possession. We've had most of the chances. There's not been many, but we have had them. Wilson getting on the score sheet. And we shall see where the second half goes. Scunthorpe. Possession into midfield. Goes forward to his striker. Koch has been caught out position there, trying to get a tackle in. They're in at the front post here. Back post. Equaliser. Koch made the mistake there. I went forward to push for pressure to the tackle, and he kind of just ended up jumping over it and left his post, and they take full advantage to make it 1-1. To be honest, that was a well-worked finish from them. Played it down the line, ball in at the back post, and the man finishes very well. If you just watch Koch there, he was out of position, which applied the space, and then that is a good finish. It's 1-1. Go over to Savage, that's a nice ball to feet. Inside to Dyson. French is on the outside, trying to get some wide play going to create the gaps. Here's Morley, drop that to Jeffrey. Use Morley again. And here's Dyson. I'll go for an effort with Dyson. That is a good save from the goalkeeper. And here's Scunthorpe coming forward. Just need to try and block this out. Gets the shot away, wide of the target. Scunthorpe have a throw in, fairly deep into our half here, just at the end of the game. It is 1-1, and they, to be honest, since the goal has gone in, they've looked the more likely to score. But can we, with 2 minutes left on the clock, get this ball forward? There's Dyson. Oh, I should have given that to Watkins. I saw Watkins trying to run on, but I think we're going to run out of time here. I should have played the ball forward earlier. It's continuing. We're into extra time here. Morley sent it wide. It's a 1-1 draw at home. Back at the menu then, guys, and to be fair, a draw was probably about right. We got the early goal in front by Kirk Wilson again getting on the score sheet, and they took full advantage of our defensive line not in position, and they scored a good goal, and it's ended 1-1. So not the greatest loss, as you can see. I think Rochdale must have lost their game, because obviously they've stayed on 25, we're on 27. Yeah, wasn't the worst result. So I'll just do this training quickly because I can simulate that, as I've done most of the training now. We have Walsall. Is it away or was it at home? I think it was away, wasn't it? I think we were home, away. Yes, we are away at Walsall. So let's jump straight into that game. Right then, guys. Let's see how we get on today away at Walsall. I checked the table before starting, and Walsall are right down the bottom. They are in 20th, obviously 24 spaces in League 2, but they're right down at the bottom. They haven't had the greatest start to the season. I think they've drawn 5 and lost 5 and won 3. So the form that we are in, we should be winning this game. But we know, obviously, having, you know, and we're a new season. We're in a new season, obviously, with new players. We've got to battle for every point. So I'm not underestimating them, but we should get a win here. They are at the bottom of the table, and or near the bottom of the table, and we're, you know, in and around the top. So, but as you know, that usually goes. It's usually bottom beats top, but we'll see. So they're running a 4-4-1-1. So obviously a little bit defensive. We've come up against this before and seem to sit a little bit, so we might have to break them down. We certainly will. I've made 2 changes to our lineup. As you can see, I've put Lacey back in the starting lineup. I know Kirk Wilson has been fantastic for us. I just think strength in this game may be a bonus instead of pace, but I have swapped out Watkins on the right hand side. Watkins has been a little bit quiet last couple of games, so I've just put him on the bench for now, and I've put Wilson in. So to save the Wilson in striker and left wing, I thought I'd put Lacey in and go with the stronger striker. So we shall see how we get on in this game. It's a nice ball down the line by the Walsall man. They're trying to attack earlier. He keeps it in, and then Savage just takes that off him and says, "Cheers, pal, I'll have that." Can he find a decent pass? I can see Dyson running forward. There is Dyson. I'll use Savage again. Just loves getting forward, does Savage. Gives it to Jackson. As we know, Jackson's been in great form. I can see Wilson at the back stick. Ball goes out of play. It was a terrible cross. French does well to see off his man. Down the line to Wilson. French has made me the run again. Always a good option between left back and right back, giving me options. Here is Wilson. Plenty of room to run into. Took him off for Watkins and get a shot off there, and the keeper makes a good save and then catches, so Lacey can't head it home. Walsall finds a wide man, takes a good touch. It's in midfield. Taking the time here, Walsall. They've not really had a clear-cut chance, or really any sort of a relative chance at the at our end, should I say. Jackson brings that down. It's a good touch. Koch deals with that. Over to French. French turns well. Coming forward, French. Try and look for Wilson. Wilson's made a good run. Onto Morley. Morley's running in, and Morley has the free chance, and Morley finishes for 1-0. We played that really well, and some really accurate passes getting Morley through. And you know, Morley from that position, he is not going to miss. I think their defence split completely, which it did, just created the room for Morley, runs into the room and then hits it low and hard in the bottom corner, and that is 1-0 Hereford. Almost half time here, guys. Walsall trying to press forward, trying to get back in this game. It's almost half time, so I might as well just see this out. Savage, can he block the cross from coming in? He can't, but Koch right behind him, always giving support there. And they fired that down the line, and they'll be able to get in here. We're out of position, he gets the shot, and they've got the equaliser just before half time. Walsall haven't really had many chances at all in this game, and they played that well. They were patient, found the chance, and they've equalised. And that pretty much was, guys, the last kick of second half, guys. Here we go, and I've got to say, we should be in front, really. Some poor defending, they've got on level terms, and it really went against the run of play. They've not had much possession, they've not had many chances, and it did go against the run of play, but we need to try even harder in the second half to get back in front now. Walsall have a corner here early in the second half. Lacey chases down the shot cross in, he gets the cross in, and ball comes in, and what a save that is by Wilson. I can't tell you what a good save that was. I think it was an overhead kick, and Wilson with an absolute stonker of a save, and the man at the back post has missed their chance to go 2-1 ahead. What a save. Also trying to press forward. They've applied a little bit of pressure here in the second half. The manager has certainly had a word in their ear saying you need to pull your finger out in this second half, and they really have done. Wasn't for Wilson, we would be 2-1 down if it wasn't for Wilson again. Another good save in this game, Wilson. I'll play this corner out and see if they can do anything from here. They are applying the pressure to us since their goal has gone in. It has been all them. We've not done much. That header was a terrible header, and Wilson again. 3 saves in quick succession to keep us 1-1 in this game. If it wasn't for Wilson, we could be 3-1 down here, because he's made some absolutely just outrageous saves. And that's out. We've survived for now. Dyson in midfield. Over to Savage. Savage has got plenty of room here, so I'm just going to run into the room. We have got men in the box. The cross comes in. It's cleared away. And nothing comes of it. Just lost out in possession there. Morley tried feeding it to his feet, and it was well intercepted. Again, Walsall applying the pressure. They've had certainly a banging second half. We haven't done much at all in this second half. It's been all Walsall. He's got through again. He's ride the challenge. He's got the header just over the bar. Ball into midfield. That's a misplaced pass again. Jackson with the misplaced pass this time, and they have runners in the box here. Is this the goal they've been waiting for? It is. A misplaced pass into midfield costs us a goal, and if I said they didn't deserve that, I'd be lying. Wilson has kept us in it up to this point, but this second half Walsall have been on fire. Wilson's kept us in it to a point. We give away a pass in midfield, and that is a good volley. Wilson can't stop that one. Almost the end of the game here, guys. Walsall have been brilliant in this second half. Not going to take anything away from them. They probably should have had 3-4 goals. It should be at least 4-1. Can we get forward? Can we steal a point here? I can see Jackson across the other side. Can I get it to him? Come on, Jackson. He does get there, Jackson. Can he steal us a point in the last minute? He can't. The goalkeeper makes the save. We've got a corner. There's 4 minutes added on. That's almost 3 of them. I was really relying on Jack. To be fair, he's hit it straight at the keeper, but I was really relying on Jackson to steal a point for us there. Can we get anything from this corner? What a save! The header was there from Morley, and their keeper actually makes the save this time, whereas our keeper has been on top form in this game. And Morley with the header, it was going in. Keeper makes a brilliant save. Can we find French or Lacey to head us in this game? It's a penalty. the last second of the game. 4 minutes added on. Did it hit his arm? Let's have a look. The arm is up and it's hit his elbow. He's kind of elbowed it away. We have a penalty to snatch a draw in the last minute. First penalty of the series. I'm not very good at penalties, so I'm going to just hit it down the middle. I'm going to go slightly left when he hits it, and he saved it. I hate penalties. He saved it. We could have got a point. The goalkeeper has saved it. Let's get this cross in and see if we can get anything from the corner. It's got to be the whistle now. Referee's surely going to blow it. He does. It is a defeat away at Walsall. Cracking game of football. Wilson was brilliant in goal for us. Not good enough because they've got the win, and we've missed the penalty in the last minute. Back at the menu, guys, and really disappointed. I was hoping I was going to score that penalty and snatch us a draw. It's not happened. I'm a little bit gutted, I've got to say. If I'm being completely fair, they did deserve the win. Walsall 2-1, they did deserve the win. They had some golden chances, and Wilson was absolutely on fire for us in our goal. Unfortunately, he couldn't stop the second one going in, but he did make some brilliant saves. But how about a topsy-turvy game of football, eh? Take a breather after that one. We have got Rochdale next, so we've drawn and we've lost. We need a win against Rochdale. I think Rochdale must have lost their last game, and I think Tranmere Rovers won theirs, which still gives us that 2-point gap. So even though we have dropped points in the first 2 games, we're against Rochdale next and we could try and pull away. So disappointing about the last 2 results. We're still okay. We need to push and we need to really try in this next game to get some points. I'll simulate to the Rochdale game. At home, guys, this is a pretty important game. Not had a win in this episode yet. At home against Rochdale, to be honest, the last game could have been a lot worse for us. We've drawn the first game of this episode, lost the second game. Can we beat Rochdale? Rochdale are chasing us in the title race, so to get a win here is a must. I have changed the formation slightly, or not the formation, but the squad lineup. So I've brought Kirk Wilson back in. I think Lacey had a good performance last game. He just didn't quite finish the chances we needed him to. And I've also put Watkins back in instead of the other Wilson, so the left winger Wilson. So we line up our standard lineup. So Wilson in goal, was absolutely tremendous last game. Savage and French left back, right back. Koch, Watson in defence. Jeffrey, Dyson in the sitting positions. Morley in the cam. Watkins is back on the field on the left. Jackson on the right, and Kirk Wilson up top. So we've got our good lineup, which has had some pretty good results. So can we get a positive result against Rochdale and pull away with the points? Almost 20 minutes gone here, guys. No clear-cut chances just yet. Rochdale have a corner here. See if they can conjure up something. The ball comes in, Koch is there, deals with it. Chance is still alive. And it's a penalty. I didn't see what the penalty was for. I would presume it must have been a handball, but I didn't see anything. Let's have a quick look. That's a harsh penalty. That is a really harsh penalty. It kind of brushed his arm on the way past. 20 minutes gone and Rochdale have a penalty. See if I can save it. He's missed it. Justice has been served. It's a harsh penalty and he has missed the penalty. Got to throw in deep in Rochdale's half here. Just come to Jackson there. Jackson, if he can turn and find Wilson. Oh, one more to Watkins, and that is a very good save by the goalkeeper. Watkins sliced it a little bit, didn't get as much power on it as I thought he was going to. So Wilson just, oh, he's offside. Never mind, even if it had gone in, he was offside. Just before half time here, guys. Not much else has happened in this half. I'll just play these last 2 minutes out, see if we can conjure anything up. I doubt it. Probably going to be half time. 2 minutes is looming. So we get a bit of pressure here. Intercept that there, French. Get it forward. And that's probably going to be half-time now. Yep, there is the half-time whistle. Second half here then, guys, and not a lot happened in that first half. Obviously the penalty was given, which was really harsh, and missed as well. We had the half chance where Watkins was offside, but apart from that, it was a quiet first half. We need a better second half. There's Dyson on the turn to Savage. Go back to Dyson, use Savage again. And Dyson. Switch this over to French, try and create a bit more room. French wins that header. There's Watkins. Morley. French has continued his run. We know he can put a great ball in. He does put a good ball in. Wilson gets on it and he's missed. Been so reliable, Wilson, since we brought him up. Young 16-year-old, and gets his head on that one and he's wide of the target. There's Jeffrey. Dyson in midfield. Dyson's got room to run into, so I'll use him. Jackson has made one of his good runs that he does. Whip that towards the back post, and it's Morley with the volley, and he volleys us 1-0 in front. There's not been a lot of chances, but Morley takes his. 1-0. Rochdale trying to press us here. Koch should deal with that and hasn't. He's lost out in the tackle. He's got into the box, and Koch does deal with him the second time. Thought he hadn't got that away, and again trying to get away. Savage has been caught out. Ball into the middle, and Wilson makes a great save. Some poor defending there, not clearing it properly, and they could have equalised, but it's a good save and out for a corner. Let's see what Rochdale can do with this corner. It's a short one. Try and pressure it with Jackson. He's turned Jackson really well. Ball comes into the middle, Koch goes up, and Wilson tips it over the bar. Another corner. Rochdale trying to get level in the last few moments here. Ball to the edge of the box. Fired it back in. A few short snappy passes here. Back heel. Wilson again with the save. Not long left here, and Rochdale still trying to put the pressure on. Still trying to get back in it. It's a good block by Koch. Header comes in. Can French deal with this? Pressure is really still on Rochdale, throwing near enough every single man forward to try and get level in this. Koch should deal with that. The keeper went up for it as a header in there, and finally Wilson grabs it, and that should be the end of the game. I'll just loft this forward, try and get the final whistle to be blown. There is the final whistle, and we just get the win. Hereford United 1, Rochdale 0. Here we are back at the menu, and are we lucky to have got 3 points there against Rochdale? If it wasn't for our goalkeeper Wilson, we would not have got that win there. Even in the game against Walsall, he saved us multiple times. There he is. He literally, that Walsall game could have been 4-1 easily to Walsall, and saves us against Rochdale. But we managed to get one win in this episode, so let's just show you the round up of how this one went. So obviously, as you can see, it was 1-1 in the Scunthorpe game. It was 2-1 in the Walsall game, which quite easily could have been 4-1 to them, to be honest. And we snatch a win against Rochdale 1-0. Tough old episode, this one. Next episode, the Cup, which I will be simulating against Exeter. I will simulate that game. So next episode, we will have Carlisle United away, Crawley at home, and then Forest Green Rovers, who I think are chasing us in the table. Let's just have a quick look at the table. There is the table, and Forest Green Rovers next. So we've played 15, we've won 9, drawn 3, and lost 3. We're sat at the top of the table, so it can't have been a bad start to the season. I'll bring this episode to a close, guys. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop that thumbs up. Thank you very much for your support on this series. Keep it coming, and I will keep the matches coming. And I'll leave you for there. See you in the next episode, guys. It's been Danny Lads 1989. Love you, bye.